The Nintendo Switch has been a console that I focused a lot on this channel because it's fun to play. I like playing it. A lot of companies send me review codes for the thing, so it works out well, and you guys seem to enjoy the coverage. And it seems like the Switch has been doing pretty well. It seems like a lot of people are picking up the Switch. You see a lot of games coming to the Switch and lots of craziness surrounding the system. Very popular in the US, very popular worldwide, very popular in Japan, so it makes sense to see the system doing well. But it's doing a little bit better than just well. I mean, we are getting into uncharted territory here, and I'm not talking about Nathan Drake. I'm talking about the Nintendo Switch is now the fastest selling console in US history. Yes, outselling the Wii. What is this madness? How did they do it? What sort of stuff is propelling this? And what does that mean for the future of the system? Well, let's talk about it.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards. So yes, folks, that is right. The Nintendo Switch is now officially the fastest selling console in US history, trumping the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 4, and even the Wii. In the same time frame, 10 months, the Wii sold 4 million units. How many has the Nintendo Switch sold in the US in that same time frame? 4.8 million. We're talking nearly 5 million units. And it's not just the system that's selling, it's the software that's selling. Super Mario Odyssey has a 60% attach rate for the system in the US. Zelda has a 55% attach rate for the system in the US. And it's crazy to think about because that's a lot of money for Nintendo, especially these first-party published games and developed games. All of that money going right back to Nintendo. So how are they doing this? Why is the system selling so well? When you look at a system like the Wii, it sort of made sense why it sold so well. It was all over television, it was all over Ellen, it was all over daytime television, all these soccer moms, and people who didn't play video games were picking up the Wii because of the motion controls. It really simplified gaming. When a game like Wii Sports is packed in, and Wii Sports is one of the greatest selling games of all time because it was packed in with the original Wii, it sort of makes sense. It had a big accessibility. You saw it in nursing homes. You saw everyone of every age using the Wii. But the Nintendo Switch isn't a Wii. I mean, it's not really that similar to the system. It's not something for casual players more so than just video game players. If you're someone who's enjoyed video games 30 years ago, if you're someone who currently enjoys video games, there's something for everyone on the system. And the fact that it's a portable system along with a home console, they're starting to hit their stride. They're starting to hit that market. And we haven't even seen a Pokemon game, which I think is what's going to bring in all of the handheld players. And it's really crazy to see. And that's why I think you've been seeing a lot of third-party developers jump on board with this system. If you would have told me when the Switch was first announced, when they first did that little snippet trailer, that I would have Doom, and I would have Rocket League, and I would have LA Noire, and Skyrim, but Skyrim was in the teaser. But those other 3 games, I would have been like, okay, stop it. Stop it. This is a Nintendo system. You're not getting Doom. You're not getting Rocket League. But here they are. So it's obvious that some companies were smart enough to realize that, hey, this system is going to be a moneymaker. This system is going to be a cash cow. And we need to get it on the ground level of this. And interestingly enough, in the press release, there are 2 companies mentioned as developing games for the Nintendo Switch currently. And who are those 2 companies? EA and Activision. Now, let's go back to my video talking about could the Nintendo Switch sell 20 million units in 2018. What were 2 games that I talked about? Actually, I think they were the first 2 games I talked about. The first game was Madden from EA, and the second game was Call of Duty from Activision. Now, why is that? Because they're starting to realize something. EA, Activision, and to a lesser extent Capcom. With the Nintendo Switch, they got caught with their pants down. What do I mean by that? They did not expect this system to do as well as it has been doing. Honestly, a lot of people didn't expect this system to do this well. And I think I'm one of those people. I thought it would be a solid system, but to be the fastest selling system ever in US history, that's really putting your stamp on things. Outselling the Wii, the freaking Wii. And yeah, I know the Wii had, supply issues its first year, but I still managed to get one. A lot of people still managed to get one. So it's really not fair to say that that would be the reason why. There is a huge demand for this system. And the fact that Nintendo has been able to somewhat keep up with this demand, well, it's not really like them. Let's look at the NES Classic. Let's look at Super Mario Serial, SNES Classic. Sure, the SNES Classic and Super Mario Serial are pretty available now, but when they first launched, it was freaking impossible. I made videos on that, yelling about people scalping them bastards. But anyways, it is amazing to see the Nintendo Switch doing this well. What does that mean for the future of the system? What does that mean for 2018? Let me tell you something, folks. When that press release went out today, this is how people were doing in like board meetings and stuff at these major companies, at companies like EA, From Software, Activision. They were sitting there, they looked at this email, they were like, all right, start making games. Get the games going. We need the games going. Because that's all that matters to most of these big companies. I've always said this. A company like EA, a company like Activision, they will put Madden and Call of Duty respectively on a freaking calculator if it makes business sense to them. If this calculator has somehow revolutionized calculators and it, has like 2-bit graphics, they don't care. All they want to do is make money, and they go to whatever platform is making money. Now that the Nintendo Switch is the fastest selling console in US history, now that the sales in Japan are super high, now that the sales worldwide are super high, you have to figure it's probably nearing 15 million units sold in less than its first fiscal year. We're not even a full year into it. The full year doesn't hit till March. These companies are hitting the panic button in their office. They're saying, okay, let's go. We need to make these games. We need to find publishers for these games. We need to be putting all of our games on this system. And it's going to be very exciting to see what happens. And I think that this is going to bode well for the system. You're going to see your Madden. You're going to see NBA Live. You're going to see NBA 2K again. You're going to see Call of Duty. All of these sort of casual titles. That's pretty much what casual gaming has become. Sort of this pick up and play. Games like Madden and Call of Duty. But imagine them on the Switch alongside with your Nintendo giants, alongside with your hardcore indie games, your hardcore third-party games, your hardcore JRPGs. This could potentially be the best system of all time. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say it because of software support. You haven't seen a system get this sort of software support that can still keep up with the Joneses, that still looks as good. It doesn't look a generation behind like the Wii did compared to the Xbox 360, compared to the PS3. Like, it was night and day. Look at a Call of Duty on the PS3 and then look at a Call of Duty on the Wii. It was like, okay, this is obviously like looking like a PS2 game. There's not that huge generational gap this time around. And because of that, I really think you're going to see an incredible 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. I expect to see some crazy announcements at E3 this year because that's what third-party companies care about. Money, dollar bills, y'all. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, dollar bill, y'all. So I don't even know what to expect anymore. I thought games like Grand Theft Auto 5 were a complete lock. I still expect to see Grand Theft Auto 5 announced during this upcoming Nintendo Direct in January. I'm actually working on a video of things I think that we're gonna see at this Nintendo Direct in January. I got my buddy 8-Bit Eric joining me, who's basically just an uglier version of me, but he's a super cool dude anyways. But yeah, on a serious note, you're gonna see an amazing year for 2018. You're gonna see so many third-party announcements and surprises for the system that you probably never even dreamed of, because I didn't dream of all these games already. And I don't think a lot of other people did. So it's very exciting to be a Nintendo Switch owner. I still love my PlayStation 4. I still love my Xbox One. But to have those sort of games, those caliber games, those console quality games, anywhere I go on the go is just very special. I don't mind a little downgrade in graphics or frame rate or things like that, as long as the game still looks good, as long as the game is still playable. And it's very interesting to see a lot of Switch owners that feel the same way, because that's why they're picking up this system. You're getting your top tier Nintendo titles. You're getting top tier third-party titles. You're getting top tier indie titles. Everything is selling like crazy. All these indie games, they always come out like, yeah, after one day we sold like 17 billion times as much as we ever did on Steam. There's a reason developers are coming to the platform, folks, and it's going to be very exciting in 2018. It's going to be very exciting in 2019 to see how this momentum translates, to see if Nintendo can keep this up. All they really need to do is announce a Pokemon, and then the sales will continue to climb and we'll continue getting games. And that's what really matters. I could care less if the Nintendo Switch sells 5 billion or 5 systems, period. I just want games for the system. The fact that it sells well means we get more games, so gamers win. Gamers win with this announcement, folks, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. So I'm very excited about this. I think it's very promising for the future of the system. I think it's very promising for third-party developments with the system, and I think you're going to see a crazy-ass year, and I am here to cover this crazy year with you guys because I'm going full-time on YouTube. That's still crazy to think about. I got like 1 month left at my job, and then it's bye-bye. I'm doing this YouTube whole time, baby. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this. Are you surprised that the system outsold the Wii? Because honestly, I kind of am, because the Wii was just this phenomenal thing that everyone had to have. It was, you know, it transcended video games pretty much. It was just crazy. And then here we have this system, which is not a gimmick. It's just an actual system, and it's kicking ass. So let me know what you think about everything in the comments section down below. And thank you for checking out this video. If this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave me your comments. Make sure you hit that like button. Share this video around. Let people know what's going on with the Nintendo Switch and these incredible sales of the system. Check out all the social media stuff in the description box. There's Patreon, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's all sorts of stuff. There's even t-shirts. T-shirts! Don't you want an RGT 85 t-shirt? I will catch you guys next time. Later.
RGT.